أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدنا علما رب زدنا علما رب زدنا علما اللهم إنا أسألك العلم النافع ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا اللهم فقهنا في الدين ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Okay, so my dears, Muslimin or Muslimat, this has been to of Fatima with you all again. We did ayah 3 the last time. I had to do it twice because one was pretty long with a lot of rule breaking down. So I did another one. So if you're comfortable with Tajweed rules, you don't have to. You can just do the second one, the shorter one. So, and also when I read the ayah, when I stopped here. الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة. I didn't explain why I stretched the salah more than 2, because regular mother is 2 counts. I mentioned the alif being on the wow, that we stretch it because of fatha is stretched by stretched by alif. But I think the 4 counts was the reason I explained it. The 4 count was because of whenever, and I mentioned that in the past, if you notice that the mother, I mentioned that if the mother is second to last letter, mother alif wa or ya, second to last letter, and you're stopping or at the end of ayah, they doing mother job. The reason they're stretching. What you instead of doing 2, which is normal, you have the option 2, 4, 6, and we chose 4. So if you remember that, so if you're stopping, pretend this is end of the ayah, or you're stopping. The wow, the alif, sorry, the alif would be the mother. The second to last letter is the alif if you're stopping here, because it's the second to last letter. Then you can do 2, 4, or 6, and we chose to do 4, right? For this surah we chose 4, so we're gonna do sola, and this the reason why I explained this change to this time marbuta changes to her. We omit the dots, take the dot off, and change it to her, put a sukun. That's why I make it heavy at the end. So, and also I forgot to mention that we can, this is the opportunity to read the Quran in English, cover to cover, or any language you speak that is translated to French. If you're a French reader, or any language that you can read it from that is translated, it is the opportunity. Every ayah, because you have it's not overwhelming, because I'm doing little by little. Every ayah you come across, but I forgot to mention, do the same with Fatiha first. Go back to Fatiha, do that, the meaning, read the meaning, and ponder upon it, contemplate, do tadabbur, reflect on the ayah as you read the meaning. And you do the same thing when you come to Baqarah. We did ayah 1, nobody knows the meaning, but ayah 2, 3, you can read the meaning and then reflect on them as you go, because the Quran have 4 rights on us: reading it, reading in the Arabic, reading, reflecting on the ayahs, or pondering upon the ayahs that you read, acting upon it, and conveying to others. So you wanna do all 4, conveying meaning, telling people what you've read, you act upon it, and then you share with others what you learned. So this way you're fulfilling all 4 rights of the Quran upon you, and inshallah we pray that we are among those that the Quran will be standing for doing intercession for us on the day of Qiyamah, because the time we spend on it. May Allah make us among those that the Quran will stand and intercede and begging Allah to give us Jannah, because of the time we spend in dunya, the time we spend in it, so may Allah make the Quran our best friend. May Allah make us Ahlul Quran. May Allah put barakah in our time and our all the efforts that we make. make the intention to memorize the whole Quran. And even for some reason you didn't finish it, but you started, you make the intention, and you making the effort, not only intention, but you make the effort and practicing and memorizing. Whatever we come, whatever ayah we do, you practice it and memorize it. Listen to Tajweed rule, the explanation, and read it correctly first, then before you memorize it. This way, inshallah, Allah can give you reward of somebody who say who did the hifz, who memorized the whole Quran. If for some reason it didn't continue, but you had the intention and you were making the effort, Allah can reward you. And may Allah reward us all for that. Give us the word for that. Give us the energy to practice. You don't only make intention, but you have to try. You have to make the effort, and that's what Allah look at is the effort. So coming back, A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I'm just gonna start from this ayah because I don't want to make it too long, or I'll just make it quick. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alif Lam Mim. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. Okay, so we're taking this ayah today. Okay, وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا Okay, here we have okay, we all know the rule here. Well, I already explained that if we start without the waw, we have to put a fatha on the alif here to replace the hamzatul wasl, but we don't have to start from the alif. We do hamzatul wasl, so we have a waw, and so we just connect, we join walladina instead of, so don't drag, don't say while, don't drag, don't stretch don't use this alif as a mother. So, disregard the alif, just go from wa to straight to the lam. And remember, when you're correcting, you're going to hold the lam for 1 second, first one, because the first one you're going to read it with a sukoon, so you're going to hold it for 1 second. Lan Umar. Walladhina we make a jerk sound. Hamza, we're going to read the Hamza, not the waw. We had that, I mentioned that in the previous ayah. So, yu'minuna bima, we have bima, right? Regular mad is two counts, 2 fingers or 2 harakas. When we have a regular mad, alif waw, the mother letters are these right here. Mother letters are alif waw, yeah. I'm gonna skip this rule and explain it in a different day, and maybe next ayah, inshallah, because I start off with some other stuff. So inshallah, I don't want the video to be too long. So alif waw, yeah, these are the mother letters. When we have and mother letters alif waw, yeah, we will stretch it. We stretch it 4 counts. So let me just try to make it big, right? So, okay, so because so the regular mother give only 2. You only do 2. You stretch 2. Bima, right? So but when you have it's regular if it's not followed by hamza. If the mother, see the mother alif here, that's why they put the dash here. You see the mother alif is not follow. If it's not followed by hamza, or you stopping, you just say bima. You stop. If you're stopping, if this, let's say this was the end of the ayah, you would say bima. But or if you're stopping, you read, you're tired, you want to take, because you cannot read and breathe at the same time, you want to pause and take a breath, you would say bima, because you don't have any letter to look at to know if you're going to do more than 2. So the only time you do more than 2 if it's followed by the mother alif or waw or ya. Not only alif waw or ya is followed by hamza, whether in the same word, like they're in the same word or together, or they are separated, connected together in the same word, or separated. So here we're gonna do bima so you search it, you have the option to search it 3, or you have the option to search it 4, 3 or 4. And if you choose 3 in the beginning of the ayah, you see the mother. Whenever you see the mother and you choose 3 up to search 3, bima or bima is 4. So 3, if you choose 3, then continue, make a uniform. Try to continue with the rest the rest of the ayah or surah, so rest of the surah. Make it 3 if you choose 3, or make it 4 if you choose 4. And or if you praying the first rakah, when you choose 3, continue with the 3 until maybe when you go to the next rakah, maybe you can, if you want to change it to 4, you can change to 4. So make a uniform. That's what I mean, make a uniform. So it's called madda. The madda is called madda munfasil. The rule is called madda munfasil. So madda letters are these: alif, waw, ya, or ya, waw, alif. Because with Arabic we read this way, right? So there is the rule. So when the madda letter is followed by a hamza, whether hamza has fatha, kasra, or dhamma, it doesn't matter. Just as long as the letter, you're looking at the letter, not the vowel. It can have anything, as long as it's a hamza. Or some Quran, they will put alif and hamza on top. If you have, like I just, like here, if the where is it again? See alif with the hamza, that's, you don't say alif, it's hamza. So if the letter don't have, and or some Quran, they don't put the hamza, they will just put the alif and put the vowel without the hamza. That's still a hamza. It's hamza as long as it has a vowel. If the alif has a vowel, fatha, kasra, dhamma, or tanween, then it's a hamza. It's not an alif. If it doesn't have a vowel, like this one, this is not a vowel by itself, then it's a alif. Then you continue when it's an alif. Okay, so when we have when the madda letter is followed by a hamza, but not in the same word, the rule, I'm explaining the rule. So it is three kinds of in Tajweed rule, madda, other than the regular madda. 3 kinds of madda munfasil, muttasil, and madda lazim. I'm just going to explain this one because I don't want video to be wrong. When you come across those maddas, I explain it too, inshallah. So they're not in the same word. Like in this example, the madda is not in the same word. Bima is a word by itself. Unzila is another word by itself. So they are separated. They're not connected. You would not in the same word. The madda letter and the hamza are not connected. For example, in another words, you will stretch the letter that the madda. You say the letter that the madda letter is stretching. You will stretch the letter. I'm repeating myself. That the madda letter is stretching. You will stretch it. For example, what I'm trying to say here, 3 to 4. You say 3 to 4 counts. 3 or 4 counts. 3 or you stretch it 3 or 4 counts, or 3 or 4 counts. Some say 3 times, some say 3 harakas, some say 3 fingers 3 times or 4 times. That's why I give all those options. It's the same thing. The same amount of stretching. Yeah. So yeah, so you see the writing ugly, I'm sorry. So make this stretching. I explained that earlier. I already explained this, that you make a uniform, what I meant, how do you make a uniform and stuff. That's what I explained here. So let me see, something I wanted to say, couldn't remember no more, but it might come back to me. So this is madda munfasil. Let me make it big again. So let's make it 4. Let's say we got choose 4. So if you choose 4, if you continue in the rest of the ayah, surah, and you see 4, you're gonna do 4, inshallah. So it's recommended. It's a recommendation. Okay, yeah. So وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا what does that remind you? We have a noon that have nothing followed by za. We know za is not a throat letter. It's not a idgham. It's not in the idgham letter, and it's not a ba. So that means automatic. You know, za belongs to the ikhfa. You hide. So that means you're gonna hide the noon. When you're hiding the noon, we hide with a flat mouth because za also don't belong to the round letters. They're not the heavy letter. So we're gonna. That means that you're gonna round with a flat mouth when you round it. When you're gonna hide with a flat mouth. When you're hiding the noon, you're gonna make your mouth flat, and you're gonna prepare your mouth. Whatever is touching when you're doing the za, you prepare your mouth. When you're doing the hiding, you're gonna prepare your mouth. The same for the za. So when you, like for example, za, your tip of your tongue is touching the bottom teeth inside. You're gonna leave your tip of your tongue there in the bottom, and then your tip of your tongue. For some people, mostly people is gonna be at the bottom teeth. Inside it's not coming out for za, sin, and sword. I mentioned that before. And then you close your teeth, and then you your teeth are closed. Tip of your tongue on the back of your lower teeth, inside there, it's not coming out. And then you flat your mouth, and when you're hiding, you do hold for 2 harakas, 2 times or 2 seconds. So zila, and remember the za has the buzzing sound. Zila ilayka wa ma. We have, see, again we have the rule again, mad alif followed by hamza again. So remember, sometimes the hamza is not on the alif. It's gonna be just alif with a vowel, and alif with a vowel is considered hamza. So we're gonna do again, because we chose 4 here. We're gonna do 4. Wama 4. Wama again. Zila min. We have it here. We have again noon that have nothing on it, and this time is followed by a qaf. We know qaf don't belong to the idgham letters, so we're learning by elimination. So you don't have to memorize the 15 letters, as long as you know those 13 very well. You know qaf don't belong to the idgham letters. You know qaf don't belong to the izhar letters. From the throat, it's not coming from the throat. I know a lot of people think that qaf is coming from the throat, but qaf is not the throat letter. It's right before the throat. Your back of your tongue, very back of your tongue, very, 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 like at the end of the back of your tongue is going up, touching your uvula. When you say, for example, say aq, put fatha on the alif, and then say aq, and put sukun on the qaf. Remember, I told you, if you want to know the makhraj or the home of the letter, put sukun on the letter. You can put any letter with a vowel in front of it, because you cannot read sukun by itself, and then test, and then pronounce the letter with the sukun. Ak, say ak, is touching the uvula, the back of your tongue. It's like it's blocking your throat, closing your throat, but it's not in the throat. So we have a noon, and it's not belong to the throat letters. It doesn't belong to the throat letters, which is idhar letters. It doesn't belong to the idgham letters and yarmalun, and it doesn't belong to and it's not a ba. The qaf is not a ba. It's obvious it's not a ba letter, right? It's a qaf, not ba. So that means that it belongs to the 15 letters again. We're gonna hide. That means we're gonna hide the noon. When we're hiding the noon, do the same thing, but this time around we're gonna hide with a round mouth, because qaf is a round letter. It's a heavy letter. So when we're hiding the noon, we're gonna hide with a round mouth, and then we're gonna place our back of our tongue touching the uvula, blocking the throat, and then hold for 2 haraka or 2 counts of wama zila min qablik. We have a qalqala ba, right? Qab. We talked about it's being one of the qalqala letters, qawto ba jim dal. They form what, remember the letter, the bouncy letters, qutu ba jadin, and ba is inside the word, because it's inside the word. We do qalqala sughra, small qalqala. And when you bounce him, if the letter is a flat letter, you bounce with a flat mouth. If it's round, you bounce with a round mouth. So here is flat, so we're gonna make it flat when you're bouncing. Qab, not qab, but qab, and your lips flat, flatten your lips when you. So it's stand round, because qa is round, qa and end flat. Qab, qab, qab. So wama unzila min qablika wa bil akhirah. Or if you say akhirah, you change this when you're stopping with this this star marbuta, you're gonna change it to her, which is you're gonna drop the two dots and make it a her and put sukun. That's why I say wa bil akhirah. So ra, make it heavy, push it down to the bottom. If you're stopping here, qablik, make the kick sound. Lick when you are stopping on a calf. When you stopping or at the end of an ayah and there's a calf, you change, and the calf is you putting the vowel sukun, you make the sound. For calf and ta, you make at, and here qablik, lick. Okay, so let's go back. وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون. 4 counts, right? We search is 4 counts because it's one, but the Y is second to last letter, and we choose 4. يوقنون, we change this fatha to sukun. This fatha changes sukun, so we're going to hold the nun for 1 second. Lan Omar. So here Lan Omar again. Wa bil lam sukun, we're going to hold it for 1 second. Wa bil akhirati hum, mim sukun, we're going to hold for 1 second. Wa bil akhirati hum yuqinun. If you didn't hold it, the lam or the mim, you will say wa bil akhirati hum yuqinun. So you wanna do that. Say wabil, don't say wabil and stop. Wabil akhirati hum yuqinun. I didn't want the video to be too long, but I know it's gonna be long. Let me just read it. I again remember when you're reading, take a deep breath in. If it's a long ayah, especially have problem with breathing like me, you take a deep breath in and don't breathe out. Just take a deep breath in and start. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ sorry. Let me start again. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ مِن قَبْلِكَ. So it's hard for me to continue, but you can stop here, qablik, and you don't have to go back. وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. Or you could say وَمَا أُنزِلَ مِن قَبْلِكَ وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. We're going to scratching sound here. وَبِالْآخِرَةِ. So we'll stop here. Or let me just do it one more time. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ مِن قَبْلِكَ وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. Stop here. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.